I was always a researcher. Now I see myself in the young ages. I didn't know, but I was always wondering something. Why? My main questions in my mind were always why? Where is it? I'm an agronomist from my first formation, but then I dedicated my postgraduate, my masters. I have 2 masters, and my doctorate and postdoctorate work for climatology, but mostly bioclimatology, related to crop water resource at the beginning. But then, since about 15 years ago, I dedicated my full study to work with climate change adaptation. But it's an integration of modeling with actual reaction and answers that the farmers do here in the Andes and also in the US to climate change impact. So how they react, what kind of solutions they give, and they are really clever, I would say, because they remain producing under very extreme conditions. And I work with them, and I'm trying to couple both the results from the quantitative models to the actual reactions of farmers. Brightest moments was when I won the Bolivian Prize on Science and Technology related to the validation of local indigenous knowledge, because we collected years of observations of indigenous and we validated with actual meteorological data and modeled with atmospheric movements, and we demonstrated that the observations and indicators that they use, they are not crazy. They are really based in atmospheric movements. I'm happy that I demonstrated that this is valid, because I feel bad that in many cases it's the observations, the indicators, the logics that farmers have are validated, are considered, but mostly as a cultural baggage. Let's say, okay, we have culture, but it's not only that, it's much more than that. I feel that sometimes we researchers are too theoretical. Okay, we do a lot of beautiful research, but farmers do not receive it. So the most important part for my research, for me, is to provide the governments, agencies, and farmers with solutions. Now we are working with climate services, for instance, and the farmers who we work with are really using these services. I feel happy because they are introducing this technology in their logics and they use it. What I hope for the future is that we as humankind, we're going to really realize that if we don't put a solution to our environmental problem, nature is going to force us, and in ways that we were not going to like. So I hope we really hear scientists, we really listen to all the voices that are telling us we need to go faster, we need bold solutions, we need to accelerate these steps that we are working on it. We are doing some steps, but I feel they are too slow. And my hopes are that this is going to change. And I'm quite positive about that.